Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2 No Guns, where this time I think I'm going to have more of a follower-focused episode. And to kick things off, we're going to chat with Niles, because he's had that speech bubble above his head for quite a while now.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn, but void it. I'm just going to ask. Got an old friend here on the island, the doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
I get it. Got some burning in a place you don't want to chat with your commander about?
No, I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
Okay. We do have time for this. Yeah, let's find out what happened between the two of you.
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Never would have guessed there was resistance to the protectorate from within.
Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met.
So what happened?
We worked hard, but the Protectorate's Arbiters and Sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
Oh, and I don't have Space Ranger. That's a shame. Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished. You should have learned that by now.
What about my duty to the people? Or did Horizon Point's destruction blow up your sense of good and right, too? Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent.
Okay, so yeah, no time like the present to make up for past mistakes. Let's go see your friend.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Excellent, so now we've got, a companion mission. Sorry, Valerie, walked straight into you there. We've got a companion mission, which is over here. But first, which one is it? Yeah, it's this building. I want to head to the Ministry of Accuracy. Oh boy. Okay. Starting like that was not nice. Raptidon Hunter, if you're willing to leave, that'd be lovely. Because I'm pretty sure I can sneak attack one of these, but not both of them. Okay, so yeah, this place is crawling with Raptidons, as you can tell. And man, it would be real nice to... Okay, I've got some points in sneak, so this shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, they're might be scary, you know? And I'm not aware if that Raptidon's gonna... Are you gonna leave this time? No, you're not. Okay, let's be smart and wait for this Raptidon to go back that way. Because if it's on, like, just a little pathing routine, we can sneak up behind it like that. It's now walking directly towards me. That's concerning. God, it is so close. Oh my god. Okay. I thought it was on such a standard routine, and it's clearly not. Okay. We're gonna have to... Oh, enemy too strong for a proper sneak attack. Well... Oh god, I was trying to... No! Okay, that kind of worked. Let's now... Ow! There we go. Biff, 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 Biff again! Oh my god, I didn't get a third Biff. I don't know why. It's my first time ever swinging this weapon. I do wonder if... Oh, it's only a 2 swing. Like, I'm tapping like crazy right now. And yeah, it's only 2 swings. Oh, there's combo moves to learn. And this is 3 swings. Okay. Those are things I'm gonna have to learn to live with. Also, I really don't like how it's nighttime all of a sudden. This is not too convenient for me. Although I didn't take too much damage there. Part of me is like, oh, I should heal up, that would be sensible, but the other part of me wants to wait for Valerie's ability to be charged, because she'll do a real good job of healing me as well. So, maybe I just roll with it for now. See if I can't just sneak attack some slightly weaker Raptidons. Though, I can't see any out here. I can hear the sounds of combat inside. So maybe we head inside? Yeah, those are loud combat noises.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Oh, well that was quite nice and easy. There we go. Door's unsealed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Okay, yeah, thanks for warning, but I can handle myself.
Meant no offense. You ain't one of Auntie's, and from the look of things, the Protectorate here didn't put up much of a fight. Me and Raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here?
And this time, yeah, I'm just exploring. No reason, I'm exploring, taking in the scenery as one does.
Right. The streamlined architecture and artfully mauled bodies really do it for you, huh? I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milverstreet of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none.
Yeah, why is this place littered with Raptidons anyway? There's nothing here but paperwork.
When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. And dropping Raptidons on the place is a quick way to stop any personnel keen on destroying those secrets before we find them. It's a kinder fate than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor in front of the firing squad. Or sentimental refreshment.
Oh yeah, how kind. Yeah, the information here must be doubly valuable.
This place is an archive of Protectorate censorship. If it's been sanitized, censored, or rewritten out of the Protectorate's history, the Ministry's where you'll find it. And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment hereabouts. The Minister sent me here to find it.
Interesting. Yeah, you get stuck with grunt work often?
I've had worse. Most times it's mundane work like paper pushing or tidying Milverstreet's salon. Other times it's bloodier, but the Rat Pod's made quick work of the folk here. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited.
And by condition you mean a grafted soldier? Don't think I've seen many of you around.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
I gotta ask, what's your third arm do? Yeah, we haven't really noticed it, but like there on her back is a tiny third arm, which you'd recognise from the Murder on Eridanus DLC, I believe?
Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Huh. And I guess you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong? That about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
And yeah, surely a contract can't stop you from looking after your health.
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
Yeah, if the contract is stopping you, go independent. How bad could it be? I say as a self-employed person.
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
Yeah, I hope things work out for you. Maybe I'll see you around.
Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's Choice.
Yeah, now we have met Inez, which is pretty nice, and this area does have a bunch of wraps in it and other stuff. I will, yeah, loot some of this, and I do think it's worth me fighting through this place. There's nothing, I was about to say, there's nothing that can go wrong from me doing that. I'm literally fighting a bunch of deadly, like, dinosaur-esque creatures. There's so much that could go wrong. Death is the thing that could go wrong. Oh my god, and I almost failed just doing that. Hey, let's check if there's... Yeah, there's Raptidons down here. But they're quick and easy enough to... Man, the damage over time effects. But what happened there, that little healing boost, was Valerie's standard ability. I've not really shown it off at all, but yeah, followers each have a special ability and a couple of standard traits. Like, we can do field tinkering with Niles, so don't need a workbench. And Valerie here, a standard one, her big ability is like a big healing effect. But she also has, yeah, Valerie fires a ceiling of healing drugs that heals on impact, has a cooldown between uses. That's really quite helpful. And we're not at level 5 yet. Oh my god, we're about to hit level 5 though, so I'll be able to do some of this stuff. But yeah, there's the bypass one is also not helpful for me because I'm not doing any hacking. But hey-oh, we've got something out of this. Ooh, and that might actually be better than the armor I've got now. Right now it's... yeah, medium, 5 on each. Yeah, that just is basically the same as what I've got now, but with grit-enhancing materials, which means when I'm below half health, I have a chance to just ignore damage. That's lovely. Oh, that's real nice to have. And it even looks kind of cool. Ooh, we now have a bit more of a choice. I found even more armour. And I did get this one, which is just a slightly different design, but this is 9 points of armour rather than 5. And yeah, has the same mod. So it's an extra 10% damage resistance, but this one has 5% damage resistance, but both evasion chance and combat sprint speed. I actually think heavy armor is going to be the better way for me to go. Yeah, I think just lots and lots of damage resistance is the smarter choice for me overall. Because, yeah, I'm going to take a lot of damage no matter what. Being able to block it is important. Time to head further into the facility, and this means, yeah, more rats for me to kill. These are just juveniles, so should be very easy to take down overall. It looks like there's only 4 of them. Oh, I hear something bigger up above, though. I heard a grumble up that way. But look at this, stealth melee seems to be definitely the way to go. It tends to be this way for me anyway. I prefer one-handed over two-handed in melee in like almost every game. Okay, yeah, the one up there is definitely noticing that I'm around. Ooh, that's a bit concerning. Okay, I'm gonna loot these people. and then see if there's a sneaky way I can get to what is no doubt quite a big Raptidon up above. Oh yeah, that's a Raptidon spitter who is walking over towards me. I need to jump across the gap and then get a sneak attack, maybe. I don't even know if I'm technically strong enough to... You're totally going to notice me. Okay, smack. Ow! Okay, you're taking a bunch of damage though. Alright, that didn't go great, but Valerie once again healing me up was helpful. Ah, yeah. Okay, so I'm not strong enough to do sneak attacks. I assume that's, like, dependent on my level, maybe? Or maybe even on the sneak skill. Wait, doesn't the sneak skill say something about that? That feels right. It makes it harder for enemies to detect you while crouched. Investing in the sneak skill allows you to select perks but avoid traps and perform sneak attacks. Yeah, I assume I need the sneak skill higher to do more of that, and... How close am I to... Oh, I need 8 experience points. Cool. The next time I kill something, I will... Ooh, an arc pass. Yeah, I'll take whatever that is. The next time I, kill something, I'll level up, which will be nice. Oh no! 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 Bad! Bad! Bad, Raptidon! Bad! Don't like you. No. Now, chop, chop. And... Oh, where? You! Chop, chop. God damn! Okay, block. Hold block. Hold block. Okay. That was a real jump scare for me. I've even done this mission and cleared this place before. Oh, I was not prepared for that. Okay, first off, I am buffing up sneak. You know what, I'll actually buff melee and sneak. It's all 105% sneak attack damage, that's nice, and yeah, 60% melee. Let's get both of those and focus on them a bit, because I've got a bit of medical now. 3 points should be enough for, like, low-level checks. I really need to focus on these two, my specializations more than anything. And I don't have any perks this time, but Companions has a little notification over it, because we get, every 5 levels, to give you a little perk. So party members affected by the Life Injection module get extra armor. It's kind of nice, but I do prefer the other one, which is whenever Valerie uses the Life Ejection just heal when low, all other party members are also healed by a moderate amount. This just heals everyone up. I love it. It's very handy to have. Niles has either... Oh yeah, puts himself in enemy line of fire, more likely to be targeted, or he ignores a portion of his target's armor and will target enemy weak points to deal more damage. I'm actually going with the more damage one this time. Yeah, if we make it so Niles actually deals a fair bit, because I've noticed that I'm relying on my followers to do a bit more of the fighting, whereas when I played my first character, who was very gun-focused, I was requiring my followers to be much more support-based. No, 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 why do I keep doing that? Where I just charge into the enemy. Oh, jeez, let's get a bit out of the way. Yeah, my followers hadn't shown up yet. Oh, wait! There we go. I can be healed. Okay, healed by Valerie, and then... Nope! Oh god, I hit Z instead of X. Oh, that's on me. Yeah. That's on me. I've got my healing button and my activate Nell's ability button. I'm right next to each other. Well, at least I'm full health. I did kind of waste an inhaler charge there, though. That is frustrating. Alright, looks like I have successfully cleared this location, and now what I'm actually going to do is head back to my ship. The reason I've headed back to the Incognito is that I should now have all the decryption keys I need. Yep, 4 advanced decryption keys, we get Valerie's mod kit, a kit of supplies to mod and upgrade Valerie's blaster and armor. Visit a workbench to select which mods to use. So yep, open it up. Lovely, and a mod kit, it tells you all the stuff here, basically upgrades your companions. As well as the perks, they have these mod kits, of which there's like 2 to pick up. And I need, 5 keys for this next thingamajig I've got. Which, oh wait, oh I didn't notice there was a button before. Oh my god, there's different things I can get. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I picked up a couple of different boxes, so... Okay, it is just these two, neither of which are honestly that amazing from what I can tell, but... Yeah, this one seems pretty nice. I'm probably going to go for this next, but I didn't notice the buttons on my first playthrough. Part of the reason I'm playing so much of this on the second character is I'm noticing things I didn't notice before. Like, you know, this and whatnot. But here, we go to the workbench, and party upgrades. So Valerie here, we can get the first of these two and the first of these two. What I think I'm going to go for is... Okay, you can slightly increase the damage and give her more burn, which is good against creatures, I believe. Or I can just mod her to be frost damage, which is a lot more and works good against everything. So I'm going to go with frost. And then this one, immunity to corrosive, and increase to armor, or immunity to shock, and increase in armor. I think I'm going to go corrosive for now. Yeah, let's go corrosive. You can actually switch these anytime you're at a workbench, so it's not a big deal about making sure what to choose, not like the perks. But there we go, Valerie's now upgraded, which is gonna come in handy. Now that Valerie's upgraded, I'm gonna see about heading towards the place that Niles told me to go so he can get his quest started, because doing that would get me the upgrade kit for him as well, which would make him a fair sight stronger. A fairly easy little run to Westport, was able to kind of run between where enemies would be. Technically the proper city itself is up there, but what we want to do is head this way, which, yeah, these things are very loud and annoying. There's a whole bunch of Crabbles down here, which... Oh! Bad knees! Yes! The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Years spent crouching have really done a number on your knees. They ache and squeak, but as long as you stay crouching, you can ignore the pain. 50% extra crouch speed, but crouching emits a 10 meter radius sound that hostiles can hear and investigate. Yes, I'm accepting it. This is, in my opinion... Oh, Stealth Brass. The best of the flaws. Okay, this Crabble here is real close. There we go. Let's just smack the Crabble around a little bit and... Oh, you're running away! Why are you running? I say as I beat you up a whole bunch. Ah. Okay, that went fairly well. And... Oh. Okay, more Crabbles down that way. Yeah, I think I'm going to let my followers do a fair bit of the work here. And you know what? Let's see if I can't just... Are you spewing... Yeah, you're spewing fire at us. That feels kind of mean. Yeah, this is... Oh, it's a bullet claw. That's why it's shooting stuff. There we go. Chop you up. Oh, God. Avoid getting hit too much. Follower abilities, like, charge up during combat. So, if I can... Yeah, just stay in combat mode for a while. This is actually, yeah, more beneficial, because now both of them have their abilities charged up, and... Okay, over there, let's hit the right button. There we go. Lovely. And you, Hammerclaw, get biffed. Okay, let's see about... Oh, God. Okay, go after you. God, I do not like the trip thingy. I do not like it. Okay, at this point, yep, healed up by the other ability. Good, good. Oh. Alright. Not my best performance, but hey-oh, got myself fully healed, and... You... Oh, you're just a hatchling. Yeah, you don't stand a chance, do you, buddy? Oh, and I've got to remember I can sprint into people. I took an entire second trait to do that. And... Is that them all cleared? I'm not seeing any more red on the markers, so yeah, I might have just cleared everything, which is pretty nice. I'll now go around and loot this entire, like, waterlogged town. Alrighty, I've done some extensive looting of this town, picked up a lot of waterlogged medicine, which is a quest item, and also found one person's room that was filled with Auntie's Choice snacks and had like a shrine to the company, which... For an ex-Protectorate town is not a good look. It is a town that got blown up by Auntie's Choice, judging by all the explosive detonations and stuff, but hey-oh, let's chat with Niles' friend now.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
You're a doctor. You should know how important exercise is.
And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I was Niles' commander back in the day. Briefly.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
We're working together to save Arcadia, a cause I assume you'd support.
That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
Maybe you'd like to rethink Niles' offer of help?
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I'm in if Niles is.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Okay, no time to lose. Let's go, Niles. And lovely, we now need to... Yeah, if I go to the region map, we've got a quest to go here, and there's the Vox Relay. So, yeah, we've got another mission right by there. Though... I think to wrap things up, I actually... Oh god, there's two things I want to do. There's too much to do. There's so many things. There's so many things to do in this game. This could be such a long challenge run. You know what, I'm first actually going to head here and talk to the guy in charge of the non-waterlogged part of the city. Oh, okay, I've headed into the little Protectorate city, Westbrook, and they do have... Oh, I have just enough bits to buy it. God, this fancy, I'm guessing Sentry Blade sort of thing, and the knife sound was studded with heart rate sensors and will inject a productivity enhancing stimulant into its wielder at the first sign of agitation. The patented Eversharp injector even works through gloves. Yeah, light melee weapon with passively accumulate energy and toxicity while in active combat. That actually doesn't seem very good, but it is good to know there's another, upgrade I can get here. I could also make it so my Tri-Blade's a bit stronger, but I don't like the Tri-Blade. I've got another two-handed weapon I know I'm going to be replacing it with. So, yeah, this is all neat to see, just from the vendor mech here. But I actually want to head inside this big building and talk to the guy in charge, who should be back this way. Yeah, there he is. Let's have a chat.
Prudence dictates.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victuals. Tut-tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
It's tempting, but no, I want to see if I can actually help. Though I'm annoyed because there's not been many ex-convict options, but no. Westport looks in pretty bad shape. Anything I can do to help?
I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
Okay, okay, so I don't have the replacement parts already. But, you need to reprogram these mechs? Why now? As waiters?
No. As I stated, as a means to seek a reprieve for our remaining residents, if not myself. A harsh judgment looms in our imminent future for our cowardice or negligence, depending on the Arbiter's interpretation. I will certainly be executed.
Wait, you know you're going to be executed, but you're staying?
Yes, because my subjects need me. As Vigilant, I vowed to protect them to the end. The fact I can now see it coming changes nothing. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's Choice saboteurs.
Wow, yeah, precisely how is that a punishable offense?
Well, obviously, we've forsaken our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's Choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
Man, yeah, so... Such a judgment seems unnecessarily cruel.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
So, yeah, half the town's presently underwater. There's no getting around that.
Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here to try.
And I don't have the parts yet, so yeah, your dedication to your people's inspiring. I'll get those parts for you.
That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer.
Well, now you mention it, I kind of need a way into the Vox Relay.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
Okay, and yeah, how could I say no to that? I can't. Yes.
Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south, but do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
Funnily enough, I already have one, because I went there earlier in the episode.
Farewell now.
Lovely, so now we've got a mission to, like, pick up some parts. Also, a key card for the West Coast broadcast facility. That's nice. I'm gonna loot round here. Not on camera, because, yeah, these those speakers, they're annoying, they're already disrupting my train of thought. So as well as picking up Niles' mission to head over this way, we have a mission here to get some automechanical parts, which should let us into the Vox Relay, which makes this whole area a fair sight easier to deal with. I think I probably will try and do this next time. I also want to go back here and deal with Auntie's Choice a little bit after I've picked this up, because I do want to do this whole thing and get the keycard before I deal with Auntie's Choice. Once again, there's a lot for me to do. So if you're looking forward to that, do make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I think from here on out it's going to be one episode a week, because Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition should be out around the same time as this, so I'm going to be making a challenge run on that game as well, and I've already got so many other challenge runs scheduled. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this one though. Check out membership or Patreon if you happen to have spare money that you want to throw my way to support this kind of content, but I totally don't get if you don't. Yeah, all of us are tightening the belts now. Capitalism! Fun, fun, fun! As always, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.